Jesus once told a story to help people understand what it really means to obey God. He said, "There was a man who owned a vineyard, and he had 2 sons. One morning, as the sun rose over the fields, the father went to his first son. The vineyard needed work. The vines needed care. The fruit needed attention. The father said kindly, 'Son, go and work in the vineyard today.' The first son frowned. He was tired. He didn't feel like working. He crossed his arms and replied, 'No, I don't want to.' The father did not shout. He did not argue. He simply turned and walked away. At first, the first son felt satisfied. He stayed where he was and did what he wanted. But as time passed, his thoughts began to change. He remembered his father's kindness. He thought about the vineyard and the work that needed to be done. He felt sorry for what he had said. His heart changed. Quietly, the first son stood up, went to the vineyard, and began to work. He pulled weeds, tended the vines, and helped care for the plants, just as his father had asked. Later that same morning, the father went to his second son. "Son," the father said, "go and work in the vineyard today." The second son smiled quickly and answered, "Yes, father, I will go." The father felt pleased and walked away. But when the time came to work, the second son did not go. He became distracted. He chose to do other things instead. The vineyard waited, but he never showed up. At the end of the day, Jesus asked a simple question. Which of the 2 sons did what the father wanted? The answer was clear. The first son. Even though he said no at first, he later obeyed. The second son said yes, but never followed through. Then Jesus explained the lesson. He said that some people talk about doing what is right, but never actually do it. Others may make mistakes at first, but later choose to obey. God is not only listening to our words, He is watching our actions. What matters most is not what we promise, but what we choose to do. The lesson of the story is this. God is pleased when we obey Him with our actions. It's never too late to change your mind and do what is right. Even if you start wrong, you can still choose the right path. And that choice begins in the heart.